No, it was such a great game. The thing that we're going back to is the original arcade cabinet. In 1993, that original NBA Jam made $1 billion in the arcade, 1 quarter at a time. I mean, that's just insane. And I think that speaks to just what kind of experience it is. There have been a lot of people that say, you know, I don't really like basketball a whole lot, but I love NBA Jam. You don't make $1 billion by quarters by you know, not appealing to everybody, and I think that's the great thing about Jam is it doesn't matter if you're the hardcore NBA fan or you're just a casual gamer. It takes everybody. I hope so. That's what we were going for, you know. We were dedicated to being as true to that original NBA Jam as we possibly can. You know, so many remakes fail because they don't respect the source material, they don't pay homage, they don't recognize the things that make it great and bring it back. Somebody comes in and goes, oh, I can make it better. No, for us, it's such a sacred game. It's something that's so important to us that we do deliver that Jam experience. We do want to take you right back to when you were playing it with your friends with the Super Nintendo or the Genesis or in the arcades. We want it to feel just like it did back then. So when people come back and say, oh, it felt just like Jam, then we know we're doing our job right. Everybody, you know, every team will have at least 3 current players from the rosters. It's the first time Kobe and LeBron and Paul Pierce, like a lot of these modern day legends have ever been in NBA Jam, which is exciting. We've also got over 30 legendary players. We talked about Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Spud Webb, you know, a lot of these great legendary NBA players, we're bringing them into it. Special interest in some of the legends that were in the original Jam. You know, we're gonna show them some special love. We've announced we've got mascots in the game. A lot of people like to play with the player mascots, and then there's secret characters, which was such an important part of NBA Jam, and we're all over it. We've got some really cool surprises for some of the players that you'll be able to play with. Yeah, we work with our partners. It's called Getty Images, and they're a company that sends photographers all over the world to all the sporting events, and they take pictures. And we worked with them with all of our sports games, and it's a really great partnership. And we really just, you go into Getty and you type in Kobe Bryant, and it just shows page after page after page of Kobe shots. And it was cool for us because we got to cherry pick what faces we wanted to use in the game. Like, we went and we looked through thousands of pictures of Kobe to find just the right dunk face, you know, when he dunks, to do that face. It is, yeah. I don't think it would be NBA Jam without bringing Tim Kitzrow, Mr. Boom Shakalaka himself back, and he sounds better than ever. He really does. And he said all the original lines from the original Jam. We captured those, but he's got a lot of new ones too. And he's one of those guys where, yeah, we write a rough script of what we want him to say, but he'll say that line and then he'll say 10 more that are even funnier than what we write. So he's one of those guys that you bring him in, he puts his heart and soul into what he does, and you're gonna hear some new lines that are just as good, if not better, than some of the original lines. Multiplayer, absolutely. We've got 2 campaign modes. We've got classic campaign mode and remix tour, and you can play those solo or co-op with a buddy on the couch, which is pretty cool. And all of our game modes you can play with up to 4 players. So yeah, that's what the Wii is all about, right? You know, it's bringing people together to have a good time, all in the same room. And it's one thing to dunk on somebody's head with a button. Yeah, multiplayer galore, I think. And honestly, I think that's where the game plays great. It's 2-on-2. If you got 4 people playing, there's no AI, there's always something to do, and it keeps you completely engaged for the whole experience. And that's just a magical thing in games.